Hi, my name is Mattia Green. I am currently an intern at Quality Care Solutions, or QCS, in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am currently being supervised by Miss Shawte Reese, who is the event coordinator and the overseer of the Raleigh location. She is the one that talks to the program managers at the Rocky Mount location and the Durham location. She is currently she has her doctorates, she has her master's, and she has her bachelor's in social work. My field-based experience has been an interesting one. I would say this one has been more so towards research and how I present myself. So I would say the behaviors that I have experienced as far as the competencies go would be competency 1, 2, and 3, and then competency 8 and 9. 8 and 9 are more so towards the research base, as far as like looking into the resources and other things like that. And then 1, 2, and 3 is about myself, as far as like how I present and represent the organization in this case. How I applied these behaviors as far as like presenting myself would be I made myself visibly professional. I didn't come in with open toe shoes or jeans or anything like that. Business casual as if I was going into the courtroom or going to church. Basically was my ideal. As far as like the research aspect, I took all the information that Quality Care Solutions currently had and I expanded on it. For me, this would be doing my project. My project is the Giving Thanks for Banks project, which is basically looking into all the food banks that the Rocky Mount, the Raleigh, and the Durham areas currently had, and expanding on it, making it more accessible instead of it all being in one book, separating it into 3 books to give to each organization in their respective locations, and making sure that all of their information is directly for their location instead of being mixed with the Raleigh or the Durham if they're in the Rocky Mount. I hope that this project helps us to give information properly for updated places and things like that. I want this project to be accessible within the community through pamphlets, flyers, brochures, things like that. That way, there's no way that people in the community have no way of knowing or explaining or giving this information out to their peers. The knowledge that I have received from some of these competencies and how it helped me with my professional identity, I didn't realize that a lot of these things we do without realizing it. I didn't realize that when you work in a professional setting, you dress professional. I knew of that, but I didn't know to the extent. It's not just about the way you dress; it's the way you talk, the way you handle yourself in these situations. There's been a few situations, like in competency 8.3 or 8.4, where you encounter a situation and you might have to talk to your supervisor. I've had a few of those recently where me and my supervisor had to talk to each other. I had to explain the situation. She told me some options that I could tell the client. I explained that to the client and then try to find a middle ground. I didn't realize that that was a big part of doing this field, is communicating with your peers and other people who have already gone through that. That really didn't hit until like I got into a situation where I had to do that. Some of the appropriate actions that I've taken would be definitely talking to my supervisor, definitely talking to my peers, doing my own research on my own. That helped a lot. And more so trying to not do it on my own, basically like use all my resources that I have at that moment before trying to find my own solutions. That has helped a lot. My future plans after this internship would be to hopefully work at this internship as an actual social worker, gain in-field experience with clients, either having my own clients or working with someone that has their own clients. Learning the system in and out as much as possible before I decide to move next year. I want to get like at least a year and a half experience. That way, whenever I leave to wherever I leave, I can transfer that knowledge to where I'm going. I plan to go into the master's program to complete my social work and get my MSW, then do my clinical, and then hopefully in about like 5 or 10 years I can work with military veterans that are dealing with substance abuse. And that's basically my future plans up until from now until like whenever I do work with that group. I hope that this has given you some insight on me as an individual, and that it helps you understand like who I am in the agency that I'm working for. Thank you.